Yeah, and then Bam, this season, I mean, you guys had such a great year, broke all those records offensively. The defense, though, never had a bad game. You guys did your thing, but I feel like Walton had so many blowouts. You guys got to rest in the second half. You're playing both sides of the ball. What's the ceiling of your potential production if you're just playing receiver, like receiver one for an entire year? I mean, how confident are you that you can really put up some massive results?
I think going both ways in high school was a tough task, itself. And to do that, you have to be pretty conditioned. And I feel like to be a big time receiver, especially at a guy at my size who's not the size many coaches want nowadays, is you got to be able to play when you're needed, like under any circumstances, and you got to be able to play when you're tired, and you got to be able to play big when you're tired. So I think just being able to play the way I play and do it for the amount of time I can do it on whatever stage you need me to do it on is what makes me a different type of player.
Yeah, for sure. And you're 100% though. It's like you were playing both sides of the ball because they needed you defensively, like badly. I mean, depth wasn't that good there, but then you would come in and it's not that you're tired, you just make a big play offensively. So, what was that like knowing, like, okay, you're focusing on defense, but your number could be called at any given moment?
Sure. Um, it was actually kind of fun, being able to do both at a high level. Playing defense for Walton was very complex, but it was enjoyable because I knew the other 10 guys next to me were going to focus on their job as much as I did mine. And we worked as a unison. Being able to play on that offense, play 2,000-yard rush, 1,000-yard receiver, double-digit scoring tight end, impact double side player like me, Wyatt Sonderman. So it was just a lot going on, and I felt like me being able to do both when they needed me and that whatever they did, it just made it tougher to stop us. It made it hard to beat the Walton Raiders. I'll tell you that much.
And then Bam, go back. I want you. I heard your answer to this already, but go back and kind of enlighten Craig. I thought the game was going to change as soon as you made this play, but it's on the defensive side of the ball against Milton. You get the big pick. The momentum shifted. I talked to you about it, and you said, yeah, it felt like that moment right there was different. Just talk a little bit about that and being in that moment and getting your team some momentum. They desperately needed it.
That moment for me was huge. A lot of people question, why I ran out the sideline. But if you go back and watch the clip, it was enough time that we needed two scores. We were down two scores at the time, and the game situation just sparked me to, get out of bounds. So we got some time for offense to do what we need to do and get back in this game. And as you see, once we got back on offense, we scored immediately. We scored in a short amount of period of time, and we had a lot of time on defense to get another stop. And it just fell short, slipped out of our hands. But I feel like we managed that game the right way. We beat ourselves.
No doubt. And what was it like, man, just playing with Cam Lloyd this year, man? I know you played with Solomon as well, but what was it like just you two having that dynamic? You both, guys got a lot of speed. You both are dynamic. Just what was it like playing with him on the offensive side of the ball?
It was amazing. And knowing the play call, knowing if it was going to go to him or not, and watching him conduct how he runs his routes, especially when he's getting a certain amount of catches a game or a certain route, it was just amazing to watch him move and swiggle and speed through the defense because that boy can move now. Hey, at practice he was tough. I can't lie. But he was amazing to play with, and people underestimate his size. He's tough to take down. He will make you miss. He will bounce off a tackle, and I feel like he's an all around receiver that's very underrated.
No doubt about it, man. And then, Bam, if you had to say, I know you played at, different schools, just, what just made the Walton program different, man? It felt like you guys, the year before you were there, they, was going in the right direction, right? They upsetted a powerhouse in Buford, right? And then this year you guys go with a 14-1 record. Just what about that Walton program is different?
I think the commitment throughout the team, and how committed and focused we were throughout the year. And our coaching staff played a huge part on that. Walton's coaching staff is it's amazing. Like it's almost next level. And they put so much time into the kids and the program and what they do as a football program. So the way the team moved around, like our coaching staff played a huge part in that.
No doubt about it. And then one more, I'll throw back to Craig. Just talk a little bit about just the campus. I feel like we don't talk about it enough with when it comes to HBCUs. But when you were there, I know they put you through a whole spiel and everything and told you the things you needed to hear and stuff like that. But what was it like, man, being on that campus when you got there, arriving, being able to tour the facilities? What was that like, man?
Speaking on Grambling, whole staff's on the stream, by the way. So shout out Grambling staff. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. But when I went down there, it was just a lot of love. They showed me a lot of love, and they took great care of me. And they showed me everywhere. The dorms were nice. The facilities are nice. Coach Eddie Robb made a huge move by building a players' lounge. It's amazing in the locker room. So we're making a lot of advancements, especially with Coach Mickey Joseph coming in. It's a lot moving around. I can't speak on, y'all gonna see it, but hey, it's a lot going on behind the scenes back there.